Greetings. This is TK Trav, aka Travis Magus, here with LVX777. Fear is an insidious enemy, right? Fear can stop you from completing a lot of your tasks that you know you're supposed to do. Given the fact that fear is a built-in response for most people, one who can manipulate fear can manipulate most people. At the end of the day, if you're able to neutralize fear within yourself, there is nothing that anyone else can do to manipulate you based on your human emotions. Because really, fear is at the root and the base of all negative human emotions. Whether it's the fear of loss, the fear of pain, the fear of something happening again that happened in the past. Subconsciously, fear shapes our views and our perspectives on life. The real battle is a battle within. A battle of conquering your own fear. Because I guarantee a very large percentage of the things that you have a problem with in your life is based on fear at some deep-rooted level. So one of the greatest ways to master ourselves is to approach that fear head on, stare it in the face, and see what really happens. See if all those things that we built up in our mind to scare us, see if that actually happens. And at the end of that journey, when you realize that your worst enemy was your own voice, you'll know not to repeat those mistakes ever again. This existence is really a conversation with the universe, a conversation with your inner self. Right? Because every conversation you have with somebody else, it's either a reaction from what they're saying, or you're trying to make them have a reaction, you know? If it's a guy talking to a female, most of the time, I can't even say that. If it's a female talking to a male, when people communicate, most of the time, it's to influence the other person, or to be influenced by the other person. In a case of learning, you want to be influenced by someone who you want to learn from. And there are others who want to influence other people to get whatever they need, or to avoid whatever fear they may have, right? Because again, I could say all desires could be based on fear. Could say that, but I won't really say that. For example, you have a fear of not wanting to be poor ever again, so you have a desire to be rich. You know, you have a fear of not wanting to be lonely again, so you have a desire of finding someone to be with. So what are desires, even? What Buddhism talks about a lot is you have craving and you have aversion. And this is what karma is made up of, what they call karma. Every decision that we make as human beings is because we crave experience or we want to run away from an experience. It's that simple. That's what it means when we live in a binary universe. Most all of our choices are this or that. At its core, the human body and the human ego are animal. When I say that I am this energy that identifies as an energy and not as a body, what that means is you recognize that the body has a language, right? We call it body language. And it even talks to us. And depending on who is in control, gets the decision. For example, if the body says, I'm hungry, the mind can say, let's eat now then, or wait, we'll eat at another time. It's a conversation within. So when one learns to balance themselves, that eternal battle is no longer a battle anymore. I believe that's the goal of this whole thing. Okay. So, join the Magus Society on Facebook if you have not already. I hear that a lot of other groups, especially ones that I've joined on Facebook, they have a spiritual surface, but on the inside it's just that human dialogue, that human bickering, gossip and hate, lies, and trying to push an agenda. All those things are human and based on desires or aversion from pain, aka fear. The people that communicate on this level don't waste time with those arguments. We speak about higher things like this. Because the direct benefit of this type of knowledge is you really being able to take your life exactly where you want it to go. Why waste time on gossip? Why waste time on hating and fighting? We focus on building. Because the future doesn't exist yet, we're building it, right? You can either build it intentionally, or you can just let life happen, because you're riding on the beast, which is the human body. One path leads to destruction, one path leads to growth. But this is TK Trav, aka Travis Magus, here with LVX777, and as always,